Hello everyone, and welcome back to our Let's Play through King's Quest VI AGI Demake. So glad to have you here. My name is Brandon Corey, and I am the creator of this game. It's a reimagining of Sierra Online's King's Quest VI Air Today Gone Tomorrow using the AGI game engine from the 1980s. It took me 18 years to make this game, and it's finally finished and ready for you to download. You can check it out on the website KQ6AGI.com. Hopefully, if it's still posted. So, thanks for joining me again. And we are at a very pivotal moment in the game. We have achieved the highest score possible right before the branch in the story. Here you can choose to go down either a short path, which, will complete the game, but it's a little bit of an easier path, and but you will not get the full score of 231 points. If you look at the top of the screen there, so far we have 148 points. We will be playing through both paths, and this will be our video for the short path. Hopefully we can play through it in just this one video. So, the very next move we make, coming up here will force us to go down the short path. We can't turn back. So to do this, we absolutely need to acquire the mechanical nightingale. So we will trade our tinderbox with the pawn shop owner, and we will take that mechanical nightingale, which we had earlier in the game, but we will get it back here. Okay, and we are all set to start our short path. So there are two ways into the main castle of the crown. And since we are not going down the long path, we don't need, we spent a lot of time setting up this hunter's lamp with this make rain spell, and it's all set up, and it gave us points for doing that, but we can get another point. It seems kind of silly, but we can trade this lamp with the lamp seller. So let's trade this with our crooked old man. Excuse me, peddler, but I have an old lamp that might interest you. Ah, an old lamp! And what a nice traditional design, too! Take your pick of my new lamps. And it doesn't matter what lamp we choose for trading, because we won't be able to use it in the short path. So we'll pick a fun one here. Let's try number 3. Ah, fine choice, my son. Here is your new lamp. Good day, sir, and I thank you, sir. Good day. He's got quite a crick in his back there. Oh, he's giving it a rub. Drat! Another dud! Hey man, but little do you know there's a make rain spell in there. If you're ever over a boiling, a fire or something, it'll get you out of a snag. Oh well. So, let's look at this cool new lamp that we got. Alexander's new lamp is long and narrow. It's open at either end, like a lantern, and is fashioned of flowered blue paper. You never know. Let's try rubbing it, and we could get a genie. Who knows? Alexander rubs the lamp. Nothing happens. Dang it! Ugh! So, we're all set to go into the castle. In our inventory, we do have Beauty's clothes here that she gave us when we rescued her from her horrible situation. Beauty's old clothes are very ragged and heavy. They consist of a long, thick dress and a headpiece which covers the hair and most of the face. When we visited the beast, we also got his magic mirror that always shows the truth about the person looking into it. Beast's mirror consists of a piece of glass set into a decorative frame. The glass is unusually clear, and the image particularly true. So both of those are going to be useful here coming up. And if you have these servant clothes in your inventory, then these serving women will appear in front of the castle. A group of serving women approach the castle. Ah, woof! More serving women! The castle staff is certainly busy today. Aye, Gruff! Get a move on there, wenches! There's plenty of work left to do before the wedding.
Yes, Sergeant Gruff.
Looks like a bunch of King's Quest III barmaids. I wonder if, those serving wenches are always late. Perhaps we can get in disguise to enter the castle that way. If we go into this little hut here, we can try maybe putting on those clothes that Beauty gave us. Taking his cue from the serving women he's seen enter the castle, Alexander decides to try a few alterations to make himself more acceptable to the guards. He ducks into the little hut to put on Beauty's clothes. Feeling a little foolish, Alexander slips Beauty's old slave clothes on over his own. Imagine if Cosima saw him like this. Oh my. Well, here we go. I had no idea those clothes came with a wig and false breasts. Wow, it's very convincing, Alexander. You there, girl! You're late. Get a move on before the Vizier sees you. Yes,
yes, sir.
All right, and we are in the castle at last. It's pretty exciting. The castle guards lock the main entrance doors behind Alexander. From the open door come the clatter of pots and pans, yelled instructions, and other busy kitchen noises.
You, girl, don't just stand there. There's a stack of silverware almost to the ceiling that needs polishing for the wedding. Get a move on.
Ooh. Phew, I can't afford to get caught up in that mess. I'd never find Cosima. Sounds like this wedding's almost getting ready to start. We better hurry. And there we are. We got rid of our clothes. You don't want to go through these double doors here. You'll be caught and put in a dungeon. And anywhere you do get caught during this short path by the guards, unlike the long path, you cannot be freed by Jollo from the dungeon, even if you have made friends with him. So, from inside what is most likely the kitchen, Alexander hears shouting,
"No lunch is being served today. We're busy catering the wedding."
Apparently, the kitchen is no place to be today. So going up the right-hand stairs leads you to some guard dogs. But we want to go up the left side. This little section is tricky in the original game and this game. Oh dear. We got guard dogs. By Cerberus, caller, but I'll be glad when this wedding's over. I'm getting mighty tired of this patrol, bay. It's wearied me to the bones. I couldn't agree with you more, Wolf. Who'd have thought we'd ever have to listen to Princess Cosima crying all day long and be ordered to ignore it yet? Something sticks in my craw about the whole thing. The Vizier says that the princess is not herself. Says she's half mad with grief over her parents' death. I can see it, the poor mite, but still. I agree. It seems cruel to lock her up when she's so heartbroken. Let her out in the fresh air, I say. It'd do her a world of good. Aye, well, she insisted on the mourning period, and it's up today. Thank the stars. It's too bad we couldn't find that nightingale of hers. The Vizier says she's been pining for it. If I had an ounce of luck, I would have found it weeks ago. Not only would it cheer up the princess, but the reward the Vizier's offered for it would make me pretty happy too, doggone it. Ah well, our luck will definitely be out if the Vizier catches us snapping our jaws at our post. Sorry, Wolf. I'll keep my muzzle shut. So, you want to try to get into that little alcove on the right by that pillar, and you have to very quickly do it while the guards are facing the other way, walking down the hallway. So, right now, we'll run up there real quick like. Alexander enters the alcove. Alexander hears the guard's footsteps pause for a moment, then start up again. They must have turned at the end of the hallway and be on their way back towards the stairs. So very quickly you have to just walk behind this pillar. Alexander hides behind the pillar. And the guards will be stopping by. This whole sequence was really a nightmare to program and to make. It's a very complicated thing in the original game, and it was difficult to try to replicate exactly what goes on and to make it work in AGI with the typing interface and all that. It was a big challenge. The guards pass the pillar, and Alexander sighs in relief. Oh, they didn't see him. The guards turn around at the staircase and head back. So very quickly, we have to wind the mechanical nightingale in the hallway to distract the guards, since they are looking for that nightingale, they say. So they think that it's Casima's pet. Phew, that was a close one. So we will wind Bird, quickly run in the hall before they turn around. Alexander steps back into the hallway, and then now quickly wind it before they turn around. Alexander walks into the hallway to use the mechanical nightingale. Alexander winds the mechanical nightingale and places it strategically on the floor of the upstairs hallway. And then very quickly you have to turn around and run back into the alcove before they turn around. So there's a lot of timing with this. Alexander enters the alcove. The mechanical song echoes in the corridor. Alexander hears the sound of boots pounding as the guard dogs come to investigate. And then you have to quickly run and hide behind this pillar again. Alexander hides behind the pillar so that they don't see you when they come to investigate this nightingale. Look at this, Wolf! A metal bird! Sure is, Bay. How do you suppose a metal bird got in here? You got me, but there's something weird about it. Hey, could this be Casima's nightingale, do you think? What? You lapdog! The princess's nightingale isn't some tin thing. How do you know? Have you seen it? Well, no, but I don't know, Bay. Humans can be pretty strange with their sense of smell. Maybe she wouldn't even know it wasn't real. I say we take it downstairs to Captain Saladin. He'll know what to do with it. What about our post? Jowls and Might are in the other hallway. They can handle it for 5 minutes. Think about how happy the princess would be to get her nightingale back. And then there's that reward money and my missus. All right, Wolf, let's go. All right, so they are gone for a period of time. Alexander hears the guard dog's boots clank noisily on the staircase leading down to the grand hall. And we have a limited number of, some time. I think it's about 5 minutes to do all this. Oh, let's look at this picture here. In the alcove, there is a portrait of an elderly man with a grumpy expression. For some reason, it gives Alexander feelings of PTSD. I wonder why. Could it be Mananin? Ooh, his old slave owner. All right, let's take the picture. Excuse me. Alexander checks behind the portrait. Oh, there's a nail in the wall. Alexander pulls the nail out of the wall and keeps it. So now we've got a little nail. And you don't want to go back downstairs. You'll get caught because they're looking at that nightingale down there. We'll open this door and go on in. Alexander is standing in a masculine bedroom. Polished marble walls rise to meet a tall ceiling, and the furnishings have an opulent feeling. He wonders whose bedroom this is. A storage trunk sits at the foot of the bed. The trunk bears a large brass lock. A small yellow table graces the wall near the fireplace. On the table is a box made of ebony. So we can look at that box on the yellow table. This is only necessary for the long path. This is so confusing. But you need it for the full points in the short path. Alexander opens the ebony box and looks inside. We get a little inset. The box contains various trinkets and a scrap of paper with a word written on it. And we can click on it with the arrow. Inside the ebony box is a piece of paper with the word Zebu printed on it. Alexander commits the word to memory and leaves the paper there. He shuts the box. So you only need to know about that word in the long path, but it gives you that point here. Let's open this closet. The wardrobe is full of black cloaks and a rather sour smell. Alexander examines the clothes but finds nothing of interest. This trunk is locked, so we will pick a trunk with nail, the nail we got from the hallway. Alexander wiggles the nail in the trunk's lock until he hears a click. Alexander opens the trunk. Another inset. The trunk contains some old leather books, a bottle of what looks like oily perfume, and a stack of correspondences. Ooh, oily perfume. Alexander isn't interested in the oily perfume. Jeez, he's so close-minded. How about some books? The books look interesting, but the castle is not a good place to relax and read. Well, you know what? Maybe I want to read. Alexander picks up the most recent letter and examines it. The letter is addressed to Abdul al-Hazred from the wizard Shadrach. It reads, "Greetings to a brother of the Black Cloak. I was sorry to hear of great Mordak's death, though he was a bit of a ninny at chess. It seems the plans for that little kingdom of yours are coming along. I must congratulate that's how you spell that. I must congratulate you on your handling of the king and queen. Isolating the island so that no protest could develop was another brilliant stroke. It looks like there's not much left to stand in your way. Do as I recommended with the girl, and you shall have your crown." Oh, that fiend! So that letter is essential for completing the game. It kind of incriminates the vizier. So we'll go back out into the hallway and go north. Alexander hears the muffled sound of crying coming from the back hallway. The crying is louder here. It seems to be coming from the doorway on the north wall. Oh dear. See if we can open this door. The door is padlocked with a heavy padlock. Well, we can try talking through the door here. Talk through door. Hello? Is there someone in there? Who's there? Kasima, is that you? It's Alexander. Alexander, is it really you? When Sing Sing brought me your ring, I could scarcely believe it. How did you get into the castle? Never mind that now, Princess. It isn't important. What can I do to help you? Do you want me to get you out of there? There's a padlock on the door, but I think... No, please don't even think about that. There are guards everywhere, and the vizier would have you killed if he found you. Excuse me. You shouldn't even risk being outside my door. Please go now, Alexander. But what about you? I can't just leave you locked up like this. The only way out for me is to stop the vizier. See what you can do out there. In the meantime, I should be safe enough. He hasn't harmed me yet. Besides, if I can only get my hands on something to defend myself with, I'm pretty sure I'll get a chance to use it. The vizier feels safe around me. No one else can get that close. You're so brave, Princess, but it's too dangerous. Have you forgotten where we met? What is Abdul compared to Mordak? I'll be fine. Now go. And in this back hallway, there is kind of a time limit with guards coming from the other hallway. So you do have to work kind of fast. We received that dagger from Lady Celeste on the Isle of the Sacred Mountain after we defeated the Minotaur. So we can slide the dagger under the door for Kasima, and that is essential for completing the game. Alexander hesitates.
I'll do as you say. I will find some way to help you, Cosima. I swear it. I believe you, Alexander. Please be careful.
So you can say, give dagger.
Cosima, take this small dagger. It's not much, but perhaps it will prove useful to you. Oh, thank you, Alexander. I'm sure it will help.
Now, something that doesn't give you any points and isn't part of anything, but you can also show her the letter that you just found. Oh my gosh.
I found this letter in the vizier's bedroom. I think you should know what it says. I can't believe it! I had my suspicions, but this confirms everything. Alexander, you must take the letter. You might have a chance to show it to someone who can help you stop the vizier.
So, and that is all we can do there. And we are done with everything upstairs here. We need to put the nail back in the wall. If you don't do these things, the guards will see that the picture's down and they will, catch you. So hang the picture again. And once you do this, if you have completed all these, different things like getting the letter and giving, talking to Cosima, the game will automatically make the guards come back. Alexander hears the guards approaching from the stairs. And we must hide real quick. If you didn't have the brain of a cat, Wolf, you'd have known that mechanical nightingale wasn't Cosima's nightingale. Me? I was all for staying on patrol, but you wanted to show that thing to Saladin. Well, at least the captain wasn't too mad. He's a good, honest dog, Saladin is. I wish the same could be said of our... Hush! Do you want to be dazzled, you fool? Somewhere nearby, a door opens. Ahem. Greetings, Shamir, sir. A petulant voice snaps a response at the guards. The wedding is about to begin. Make sure everything is secure. Yes, sir. Footsteps retreat down the hall towards the back hallway. Alexander hears the distant sound of chains rattling. A door opens. There's a small commotion and a woman's sharp cry. Cosima! Gradually, the sounds fade away off to the east. All is silent. Here now! If it weren't for him being the vizier's page and all, I'd have something to say about that. Wonder where he's taking her. The wedding's the other way. Ooh. You never know with that one. He's always showing up when he shouldn't be and going where he oughtn't. Let's go check it out. So now you have a very small time window to quickly sneak out and then start going downstairs toward the wedding. And this is a little less lenient than in the original game. The guards don't pause as long. From downstairs, Alexander hears the first wafting strains of music. It's beautiful music. It's wedding music! Uh-oh. Alexander looks cautiously around the grand hall, but there are no guard dogs to be seen. This is the start of the end. The wedding music is coming from behind those two large doors. Oh, and there's Saladin. Prince Alexander, here. The vizier will have my head for allowing you within a mile of the royal wedding. Since you are of noble birth, I will give you 5 seconds to explain your presence here before killing you. I warn you, it had better be good. And this is a very short time that they give you to do this. You need to show the letter that you found to Saladin. So just get ready to type it pretty quickly. Show letter. Wait! If you love your princess, you'll hear me out. The vizier is not what he appears to be. Cosima is in terrible danger. I have proof that this is so.
For your princess's sake, you must believe me.
Let me see that.
Saladin reads the letter, his sword point still against Alexander's throat. Alexander watches the guard dog's noble face darken with rage.
This is treason! I'll have his throat! But how do I know this letter is not a forgery? You could have written this yourself.
But I did not. Have you no doubts of your own about Alhazred? Don't you see? All he wants is the crown. Casima is being coerced. We must stop the wedding.
It is true, I have had my suspicions about the vizier, especially when King Calipham and Queen Ilaria died. But I have seen Casima with him several times. She appears to be quite happy, even enthusiastic. I don't believe she could love him if he truly were so wicked.
I cannot believe for a moment that she loves that snake.
Then see for yourself.
Oh, and this was just a very challenging thing to implement with these very large graphic resources and all the text, and it's just a very tricky thing. There's different scenarios that happen in here, and it took a long time to plan this all out. The captain of the guard leads Alexander into the throne room, where a ceremony seems to be in progress. Alexander feels his blood run cold at the sight. And this throne room, I really struggled with trying to trace the background of the throne room from the original game, so I found this church from Manhunter, from the Manhunter game, and I got rid of the crosses and all the religious paraphernalia, and I took out the prayer candles and all that, and tried to repurpose it. I don't know what you guys think of it, but
I, Casima, declare Abdul Alhazred as my lawful and beloved husband and king of this realm. Wow, she's got some really cool contacts.
But Casima, what are you saying?
Do you still claim that the princess is being forced? Perhaps it's you that's the danger, as the vizier has said.
Alexander approaches the wedding party.
Prince Alexander, here? This is an outrage!
How dare you allow this traitor to get past you, Saladin? You stupid mutt! Can't you even keep the castle free of assassins during your own princess's wedding?
Kill him! Kill him now! Lord Alhazred, with all due respect, you are not quite king yet, and this is a wedding ceremony, not an execution.
What? How dare you contradict me, you flea-bitten mongrel? I gave a direct order. Obey me or feel my wrath. Oh, and the preacher there is the monk from King's Quest II. He kind of made a little appearance there.
Milady, I apologize for my behavior, but I am yours to command in all things. I wanted merely to hear your own wishes from your own lips. Tell me what it is that you wish me to do with this young man, and I will obey.
Why, Captain, you heard my dear Abdul. If he wishes this atrocious young man's death, then I want nothing more than to see him get his wish. Obey thy liege now and always.
As you wish, princess.
So in this next section, you can try different things. You can try giving the mint to Casima, aka the genie. She'll be momentarily distracted, but ultimately you'll be killed. You can also try giving her the fake lamp. Even if you get the exact replica, it still won't work. The only thing you can do is show Beast's mirror to her, and it will break the illusion and reveal the true genie. So, showing the mirror.
Look into this mirror, my love, and show us your true heart.
That mirror? No! Oh, the lovely image of Casima suddenly bursts into smoke and is replaced by the vizier's genie. Shamir, you fool! It is not my fault, master. The illusion was broken.
Oh, treason! What have you done with the princess? Enraged, Saladin and the other guard dogs begin advancing on the vizier. Do something, you worthless genie! Shamir, the vizier's genie, begins to throw balls of dazzling light at the guard dogs. Now you do have to work very quickly. Alhazred's going to run to the right-hand side behind that little wall, and you have to follow him very fast. And the genie is going to start kind of killing off or making people disappear. And you have to do this before he gets to you. So here we go. Go pretty quickly here. Alexander has followed the vizier through a doorway leading to a set of stairs. And due to logistical reasons, I only made this one staircase instead of the 2 staircases that are in the original game. And also, the time limit in here before the genie comes and gets you, if you hang around too long, is very short. So you have to go very fast. It's very unforgiving. I don't have much time here. And all this music is taken, directly from the game and repurposed for the AGI engine. Alexander climbs to the next level of the tower. Casima's all tied up. Alexander, be careful! Alhazred has a sword! Shut up, wench! Shamir Shamazel, get in here! Here I am, master! It's about time! You bumbling fool! How could you let him follow me? Well, there were the guard dogs, master, and then... Never mind, just kill him! Kill him now! As you wish, master. Now, the only way you can, finish this short path is by, unfortunately, killing the genie. You did get some peppermint in the cave on the Isle of the Sacred Mountain. You can give that mint to the genie to kind of, incapacitate him a bit. It will cost, the genie's life, but it is the only way to beat the game. Razzle dazzle, snap and snazzle! So you can give mint. Look what I have here, my friend. Peppermint. Nice fresh peppermint. Razzle! Dazzle! Forget the stupid peppermint! Don't you dare even think about it! The mint! Oh no, not now! Do something, Shamir Shamazel, kill him! Send a small... a ball of light to frazzle! Oh, the dazzle ball goes wild! Oh... And there he goes. You killed my genie, you idiot! Don't you know how valuable he was, you fool? And then now quickly, before he's going to draw his sword on you, you got to quickly click on that sword on the wall before he gets to you. I'll kill you myself for that outrage! So shall it be, Alhazred. I'm ready. So very quickly we grab this sword. In desperation, Alexander fixes upon the only weapon in sight. Zounds! This sword must weigh a ton. Good. Then you shall only fail sooner, my prince. And then once again, you get a sword icon, and you need to click it on Alhazred very quickly, or else he will, run you through with the sword. So click it on him very fast. So, the mouse would bite? This mouse shall bite, as you shall soon see. Or should I say, soon feel? Or should I say soon feel? That's so weird to say. Should I say soon feel? Oh, and we got the sword fight here. I hope this looks convincing. Ha! You can barely lift that sword, my prince. Better to lay it down now. I promise to dispatch you with little pain. A tempting offer, but I think I'll wait and see what this sword can do. Suit yourself. So we've got some random actions and motions that can make this sword fight sometimes go on for a long time. There's a statistical edge that slowly tries to push it towards the left, but sometimes the randomness can keep it going a long time. Alexander's arms start to tremble under the effort of wielding the huge sword. His muscles are nearing exhaustion. And if you had not given the dagger to Cosima, she would not be able to free herself and, of course, injure Alhazred in the shoulder.
Ha! And so it ends! Not if I can help it, you murderer!
Cosima thrusts the dagger into Alhazred's shoulder with all her might.
You dare raise a finger to me! You will regret that, princess!
And now, very quickly, you have a very short time to click the sword on Alhazred again before he turns again on you and runs you through. So we hit him. Whap! That's called being lazy and not having an animation of him being hit and just covering it with a big text box. Oh, and we just knocked him out. We're being nice. Oh, 184 points. We received the maximum score for the short path. Congratulations.
Cosima, are you alright?
I'm fine, Alexander. I just was so afraid for you. There's no need to fear anymore, Princess. Yes, I know. How can I ever repay you for myself, for my kingdom? It was not in me to let harm come to you. Can you find it in you, Princess, to give me more than your gratitude?
Alexander, what are you saying?
I love you, Cosima. Would you ever consider? Do you think you could marry me? Could you have ever doubted it, my prince?
And I added this little heart. It's from King's Quest 4 when you, I think when you shoot Lolotte with the arrow, and I thought it'd be kind of cool to fill the screen up with hearts. So, gotta make sure that script buffer isn't set.
Oh, guards! Princess Cosima, are you well?
I'm quite well, thank you. Please take Abdul and put him in the dungeon. See to it that he gets a doctor. Yes, Majesty. And there you have it, folks. Now we get to watch the closing sequence. Now this ending part has so many variations, endings, different things that happen that affect the outcome. 1 week later, that and then especially combined with the long path, this was probably the hardest part of making this game. And with all the memory limitations, all the different graphics at different times, all the text, all the dialogue boxes, all the programming, it was just it really was a nightmare. Cosima and Alexander ask Captain Saladin to perform their wedding ceremony. Saladin is honored to do so. On this historical day of great joy in the land of the Green Isles, we witness the union of Cosima, beloved princess of this realm, and Alexander, Prince of Daventry. Do you, Prince Alexander of Daventry, take Princess Cosima to be your wife, to love and to cherish for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
And do you, Princess Cosima of the land of the Green Isles, take Prince Alexander to be your husband, to love and to cherish for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Do you have a ring?
I have Alexander's royal insignia ring.
Because we gave it to her. Very good. Please place the ring on Cosima's finger. Who gives this bride to be wed? And we got Jollo here.
That would be me. The name of King Caliphan, beloved friend, I give his daughter Cosima in wedlock.
Thank you, Jollo.
Since the groom has no family present, I will speak on his behalf. And of course, if you finish the long path and save the genie, because Alexander's family will be there, the royal Daventry family, But right now, they are not here. Alexander, your union with this woman is sanctioned and recognized in the eyes of the community. Thank you, Saladin. Then, Alexander and Cosima, I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride. Hooray! A mixed up Mother Goose, hooray! Excuse my interrupting your joy, but I have an important question for the new bride and groom.
What is it, Saladin?
Alexander, Alhazred hurt this little kingdom nearly to the point of destroying all that we stand for. But you are true and good, and have proven yourself to all the people.
Thank you, Captain.
King Caliphim and Queen Ilaria are gone and can never be restored. Alhazred has thankfully been banished, but we are leaderless. I believe you two can heal this small kingdom from all the damage that Alhazred has inflicted upon it. So if you do the long path, King Caliphim and Queen Ilaria can be rescued and brought back from the dead, and they can be present here, but of course they are not now. Will you two, Alexander and Cosima, consider becoming the ruling king and queen?
Why, I'm honored. What do you think, Cosima?
I love my homeland, Alexander. I would be happy to stay and to serve it all my days.
I wish my father were here so that I could ask his advice. Hint, hint.
I will miss him, and my mother and sister, and Daventry. But I love you, Cosima, and I do feel at home here. Somehow this land and I seem to suit each other. I don't know what kind of a king I'll make, but I accept.
Oh, Alexander, I'm so happy. If only my parents could have been alive to see this day, my joy would be complete.
Hint, hint. I'm sorry I could not spare you that grief, beloved.
King Alexander, there is a long road ahead. The ferry must be repaired before we can reunite the islands. And if you rescue the genie in the long path, the ferry can be repaired through the help of the genie. Unfortunately, the islands are still feuding. It will take some time and great diplomacy to convince them to reunite and stop fighting each other. In the long path, this is an option. If you don't find certain treasures that prove that Alhazred kind of framed all the islands, so this is something that will be said in the long path. But if you find these hidden treasures, then they say that the islands are on the path of healing.
Yes, Alexander, we will have to try to discover how Alhazred managed to make them hate each other so that he can undo what has been done. Hint, hint.
Now let us celebrate our good fortune. The evil that has plagued this land is gone, and a new reign begins. Long live King Alexander and Queen Cosima. Long live King Alexander! Long live Queen Cosima! Long live the land of the Green Isles! And, if you made friends with Jalo, he's happy and dancing. If you didn't, he wouldn't be dancing. But there you go, folks! That's the end of the short path of King's Quest 6 AGI Demake. The end. Thank you for playing. You received 184 out of 231 points. Congratulations! You completed the short path of the game with the maximum number of points possible. In order to receive the maximum score of 231 points, you must complete the long path of the game. Instead of entering the castle through the front door in disguise, try finding another means of entry. You may also help save a few extra lives along the way. It is with a very full and sincere heart that I thank you for playing. It is only because of people like you that I was able to find the motivation to complete this project. You have played through one man's heart and soul, blood, sweat, and tears. My words to you are this: seek out the things in life that light your spark. Find the things that make you feel alive and full of passion. Throw everything you got at it. Don't stop. You are an amazing person. There's just absolutely no one like you. My gosh. The world is so lucky to have you in it. Take care, dear friend. Brandon Corey. All right, folks. Thank you for playing through the short path of King's Quest VI AGI Demake. If you did not check out the long path, I'm going to be recording that now. So I'll be recording that next, and I will see you hopefully soon. Take care. Bye.